There she is. We've only had a mild stress getting here and getting our bikes on board. The moment of truth. Will my bike arrive?
I reckon yours will. Jamie's won't, just to spite Jamie.
Yeah.
We have to run the bike leg instead of ride it.
So Jamie's had a text saying that his bag is not arriving. I haven't had that text, so I'm not sure whether or not it's going to arrive, but we're at Oversized to wait and see.
Can't wait. Jamie's going.
Yes!
That's a bike.
Hours later.
As you can see, it didn't quite go to plan. I'm just going to give you a quick race overview about what actually went down, other than me. But essentially, the swim was okay. We were one of the last people onto the pontoon, and we started on the far left, which was probably the worst side to start, just because it funneled into the right, and the right-hand side had the straighter line to the first buoy, so everyone kind of had to shuffle across and make it towards their side, therefore probably having to swim a little bit longer. Needless to say, it was a little bit of a scrap. It always is in French Grand Prix, but I managed to get a little bit of clear water, had my head down and tried to keep as calm as possible, just because that's what I've been trying to practice in the open water kind of melee at the moment. So I think I came out of the water about 9th. It wasn't too bad all in all, and maybe out of T1, 10th, 11th, 12th. I think I lost a place or two just getting through transition, just because, again, trying to practice those race skills and getting my helmet done up a little bit quicker. The bike was okay, however, we had a few people in the group that were messing up the rhythm, so it wasn't as quick as it could have been, and therefore the pack behind me, which I was trying to drive our pack, but the pack behind us ended up catching, and therefore we went from a group of about 7 or 8 to a group of about, 25, 30. So that was a bit of a shame. We had Dan Dixon and a couple of others further up the road, just the 3 of them, and if the pack had worked properly, we might have been able to catch them, but because of the dynamics of French Grand Prix and the fact that a couple of team members within our group had a teammate up the road, they were the ones interfering with the race and slowing us down into corners and on the straights, etc. I managed to stay at the front the majority of the time, until the most crucial part, which was T2, and I slid back 5 or 6 spaces rather than being in the top 2 for the most part of the ride. This was costly because then someone went down in front of me, took me out, and that was kind of not game over, but we spent 30 seconds untangling our bikes and getting up off the floor just because of the bikes were tangled and we were on slippy wet cobbles, kind of skating. Anyway, got through T2, looked up, and the pack that I was in was 200 meters up the road. So a little bit deflated. I kind of ran hard for the first lap, and then because I wasn't closing, not gave up, but struggled to motivate myself to run hard for the duration. So all in all, a good race in terms of outputs on the swim and the bike, I think. There's a few things that I've learned and I'll take forward to next time, which maybe I'll cover in the next episode. But yeah, all in all, not too bad. Stuff to take away and work on for next time, as always. And hopefully next time out, I'll be a lot better and it will be in Hetton. So fingers crossed I'll be able to put together a decent race there and yeah, show what I'm seeing in training in a draft legal setting, not just a non-drafting race. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.